YouTube, what is y'all doing? Alright, so let me rap with y'all real quick. Let me let y'all know what's going on. First off, my apologies for the delayed videos. A guy's been working. You know, been dealing with life, other things. I got a lot to update y'all on, but we probably don't get into most of that today because I got something else going on. So judging by the title of this video, you probably know what we're getting into today. And I just want to kind of like talk about it because I know your first question is why in the world am I doing what I'm about to do? Why have I done this? I got enough cars. And like, usually when I do stuff like there's strategy to it. I like to think I'm taking a strategy to what I'm doing today. But to be transparent, today we are heading down to Nashville. I picked up a car in the auction. Yeah, I probably already know what that is by the title of this video. And it was a deal that I felt like was a pretty good deal. It was a gamble that I was willing to take. So I've arranged some plans where I'm gonna go down here, swap cars with my wife. She's gonna take this car and she's gonna leave me stranded at the auction with a car that I know very little about. It's a 2011 Jeep Grand Cherokee. They said it was running hot. I've listened to the car run. It runs good. I let it sit there and warm up. It did start to run hot, but then it cooled itself back down. So my suspicion is that the car is low on coolant. Now I did put it in gear, put it in reverse, and it did go into gear. Everything seems to work on this vehicle. The body seems to be intact. I'ma just take y'all down there and show y'all what we got. I'm super nervous about this. I don't know if y'all deal with anxiety, but I do. Cause now I got money invested into a vehicle that I know nothing about. We're gonna get into what I paid for this vehicle if I haven't already showed y'all on the thumbnail, and what all I'm getting in this deal. And we're gonna try and drive this thing back to Clarksville. From Nashville to Clarksville, approximately that's gonna be about an hour drive for me. I'm gonna take the back roads because I've seen the tires on this vehicle and I don't really trust them, so I'm not gonna get the car up to highway speeds to play around with it. I do have a game plan set up in case things do go awry. I don't know what's gonna happen today. I don't know. So y'all gonna go along for the ride with me. We gonna see what it is that we're getting into today. Now, usually, pretty much all the time on this channel, y'all see me messing around with Lexus and stuff like that because I do love Lexus. That's like that's my car. Like, I like Lexus. Specific Lexus given, but I like Lexus. But I consider myself to be a car enthusiast. And what that means is that although you have your preferred type of vehicles, you have love for cars in general. And I decided to, you know, play my hand at the auction again. I put in a bid for a vehicle that we're going to look at today that I didn't think was going to win the vehicle. I set my reserve and I didn't think it was going to win. Well, it won. So now I have to go pick this vehicle up because I bought it and try and get it back home. I just felt like it was worth saying that, you know, just because I have a favorite type of vehicle doesn't mean I don't have appreciation for a lot of different vehicles, and I just like cars in general. So a lot of my Lexus people might be like, you know, what's up with your Lexuses? Like, that's, I feel like a huge majority of my subscriber base are Lexus enthusiasts or fans. So I'll give a quick update on them. Almost all of them need brakes. The GS400, I think it just needs some type of brake adjustment. It's just squealing. They're all just kind of squealing. The GSF, as you know, CarMax replaced the brakes on it. They didn't use quality parts. I think they used they didn't use the right brand brakes. So I think I'm gonna order some brakes, some OEM brakes, and put on that car. I think it's just the front. And cause they're making a squealing noise. They feel fine, they're just making a squealing noise, and I don't like it. And the IS, the car that I'm driving today, well, yesterday I was driving it, or the past week, I started noticing, like, after driving it for a while, I was starting to hear some squealing. And I cheaped out on the IS brakes, or the IS rotors rather, because I needed some in a pinch. So I went to AutoZone and got some. Duralast special, and I hate Duralast parts. Y'all might hear me say that a lot in this channel, or maybe not, but I'm not a huge fan of Duralast parts. But I had to have what I had to have because I was taking the car on a road trip the next day. So I got those and threw them on, and now it's come the time where they're starting to squeal and they're just not feeling the best. I kind of knew this was gonna happen. It happened a little bit sooner than I was expecting, but it's something that I gotta take care of. All right, YouTube. Finally made it to the auction, picked my wife up. So yeah, I'm finna go in here, get this paperwork started, whatever I gotta do to actually get them to relinquish the car to me, get the key, that sort of thing. And I'm gonna try and see if I can get it over here where the IS is so I can load my stuff into it. And if that works, hey, I think we're doing pretty good at that point. Yup.
You don't even want to walk right now.
Huh?
You don't want to walk.
You wanna get on?
I'm good.
What, I'm gonna get on and leave you?
Oh, okay.
How does it make sense?
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, YouTube, I got the Jeep right behind me. A little nervous about this thing. I'ma just turn the camera around or show y'all what we got here. It's a little rough right now. Trust the process. I'm just trying to get it home one step at a time. Got all the paperwork done. Got the key. Here it is. So look, let's just dive into it. So this is our 2011 Jeep Grand Cherokee. It does have the Hemi in it. It does start, run and drive. The body looks pretty solid. You can look around it if you want to. If you want. The body looks pretty solid. I'm not seeing any dents. Looks like a CarMax special. I guess that's what I'm known for at this point in my life. It's just dirty. You can tell the tires have seen better days, so we'll have to figure that out. I'm not taking this on the highway. But yeah, it looks solid for the most part. Door panels. Surprisingly, it doesn't stink in here, which is kind of caught me off guard.
The weather is really nice.
It's pretty dirty in here. I know the tailgate works. I'm not gonna open it right now. But yeah, let's hop in and see if we can get this thing over there by the IS. Ew, it's just disgusting in here. Yuck. I told you wasn't gonna like it. Let me see if I can get it started again. Sound like it might have a small exhaust leak or something. But that cleared up last time when I was driving it. All right, y'all, let's see if we can get this thing moved out of here. Golly. I don't know how it came out on here. Brakes work. Surprisingly not driving that bad though. Let's see if we can get it over here before it warms up. It works! Now you can see how filthy it is back here. So, I'm gonna get my stuff loaded into here. I'm gonna check some of these fluids, and then we're gonna try and like get this thing to the nearest friend's house. All right, first things first, what we're gonna do is try and check our fluids. Start off with the oil. I think the oil is full. I checked that last time. Oil looks good. I might top a little bit of the oil off. I'm gonna start with the coolant since we know this thing probably runs hot. Just gonna try and fill this up. I am using distilled for those of you who will complain about rust. Let's try and make a mess here. So now I'm gonna top the oil off. Doesn't really say what kind to use, so I'm gonna use what I brought. That's what we want to do, waste it. call it good. It only needs what it needs. I got a bonus thing I want to do right now for y'all for this Jeep, and I'm doing this just for the Jeep. Stop. So I'm gonna do this just for the Jeep, just cause I like it so much. We got a can of Beerman's B12 in here. If you don't know about this stuff, you need to go do some research. Let's get it in the tank. The truck came with half a tank of gas, which is splendid. All right, Beerman's, down the hole. That's gonna do it. All right, so there's one more thing that I want to do before I try and drive this thing somewhere. Gotta always make sure you're obeying the law. So we went and got a temporary tag. 12 bucks. I think it might stick good or something. There we go. All right, y'all, so I did burp the cooling system. I know I didn't show that on camera, but it looked like it started cooling itself off. I didn't hear the fans. All the fans just kicked on, I think. But yeah, let's try and get this over to my friend's house. Well, YouTube, sorry about the wind noise, but it's looking like this Jeep is a dud. So it won't shift out of first. It just, I don't know if it's in limp mode or what, but it's taking a lot for me to record right now because I'm having like a lot of anxiety. I hate like going through this type of stuff. I don't know if it's in limp mode, prevent it from shift. Unfortunately, my phone won't connect to my scan tool. Tried to go fancy and got one of those Bluetooth scan tool things, and it's not working. So I don't know, I'm gonna have to come up with a game plan on what to do with this particular vehicle. Right now I'm just trying to get it to my friend's house. The vehicle is not running high. It's just not shifting, so I'm trying to just get to her house and then figure it out. All right, YouTube, I wanted to give y'all an update on the Jeep, man. I was a little frustrated earlier. So it looks like, I don't know, the transmission is doing something weird. It'll shift into first, then second, but then when it tries to shift into third, then it goes back into first, and then it just stays in first. It won't shift into second anymore. So I was doing some research. I think it's gonna be a problem with the valve body on these. So that means I have to take the transmission pan off and change that out and see if that works. So I'm gonna go to the junkyard tomorrow and see if I can find one with this same transmission. And then go from there, and maybe I can grab that out and swap it out and see if that fixes this Jeep. This was actually a really nice truck until somebody like rudely neglected it for some unknowable reason. People are just trifling when it comes to cars. So I went in there and did some research, kind of build my spirits back up, because the truck does not run bad. It runs pretty good. It still got a lot of power and torque. It's just that once you try to get into that third gear, transmission's like nope, and it locks you out. So not giving up on it yet. We're gonna see if we can get this transmission issue resolved. Hopefully tomorrow, see, I can know something, and then we can, like, if that works, we can try and washing it and just hoping for the best here. Like I said, I'm only into this truck, I guess I might as well tell you, I'm only into this truck $2,400. The Blue Book value, retail value for one of these trucks right now is at least $10,000 from where I live. A lot of dealers are asking for $10,000 or more for these cars. Obviously, I'm not looking to get that much out of it. I'm just trying to go for a flip. So we got a little wiggle room in here if we have to like go buy a transmission and get it put in. Was hoping I wouldn't have to do that, and I'm still thinking I might not have to, because it's still gonna need tires and the brakes are not the best. I think the thermostat might be stuck open because it was running kind of cool and then it'll get warm. It was just, you know, kind of weird. So I think the thermostat might be stuck open. So I probably put a thermostat in it. But overall, I mean, you know, it's a solid Jeep for what it is. I think somebody would enjoy it. I think this truck has a lot of life left in it. But we have to get to that point. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. If you got a Jeep and you've encountered these issues before, is this something simple I could try? I can put the codes down in the description and show y'all all the codes that I'm getting. It's a random misfire code, which, you know, that's probably some spark plugs or something like that. and it's that it's throwing a transmission code, so I can put that down in the description. If you got something helpful to say, please let me know. I know it's trolls out here. That's cool. Y'all welcome too. But yeah, we in this thing now, so we got to figure it out. So peace.